said you wanna bed, sheets, couch, clothes, out, give me top. Now you ain't gonna act like you're so in love at all. Okay, money puts bodies in the trail, that's a party. I'm money over green, I'm in green, I'm in money trying to beat.
Okay.
Nigga, Yukmouth, you know what I'm saying? SCORP DEZEL, the hottest nigga out of Denver, nigga. Step your beat game up, not your hate up. You bitch. Dragon gang, bang, bang, nigga, yada.
Never said it's SCORP Big GILATINE, co-represent. Big shout out to Diesel Music, Colorado, where the name we said they over here, so I'll be getting it in 2000, you know.
Hit a button, then the top faint. You ain't from that place, you really it was not free. Asking me to straight. Yeah, bitch, I'm straight. Swerving down Beach Street. Yeah, bitch, I'm straight. Everything I know.
Good. It's James Baldrick, Dirty Limelight, owner, CEO, editor-in-chief of New 719 magazine, Southern Colorado's music scene. We have the legendary, the one and only SCORP Diesel Music for this exclusive one-on-one interview with 719 magazine. How you doing today, SCORP Diesel?
I'm good, bro. Thanks for having me.
Man, I gotta say this. It's been an honor to be a part of Diesel Music for quite a number of years, and to have this interview is an honor to this magazine. It's something that's been long overdue, something that we've actually been in the works for about a decade, just with the blueprint of what we're trying to do with the scene in Southern Colorado as a whole. So it's a blessing to have this opportunity to have this sit down with you. As a community in Colorado Springs, you know, some of the newcomers, I think, may be unaware of a lot of the history behind the hip-hop scene, the music scene, the industry here in Southern Colorado. So that's why we're here today, because I know that I'm somewhat familiar that there was a group back in, I think, the late 90s, 719, that involved, mid-90s, that kind of started the scene out here. And we really just want to know how all this started with SCORP Diesel and Diesel Music as a whole, like who this started with.
Man, just being a person moving out here from California, you know, the Bay Area, you know, I mean, I was always a part of music growing up off of E40, Mac Dre, Too Short, you know, and coming out Colorado kind of like put me in the zone where like I didn't know nobody, I didn't have no friends, you know, it was just me and my family, and I was really already into music, so, you know, being introduced and like started like actually like working on beats being in Colorado Springs it was actually a win for me, like put me in a situation like that to where no distractions, no friends, none of that. So I started just really making beats and getting to it. Even before the group 719, I came out with my own tape when I was like 16 years old called Max Scorpio, I'm on a Mission. And it had like about 6 songs on it. And I actually it was an actual cassette tape. Like that's how back in the day it was. I went through like disc makers to press the record up. And from there, once I started over the years, probably like 2 years, once like the scene and the people, like the urban community start realizing like who I was, or they'd be like, who is this dude? You know, that's when everybody else kind of started like getting to know who I am as just a young producer. And back then in Colorado Springs, it was always talent shows, so many groups, people dancing, singing, rapping. You had a lot of talent and a lot of like opportunity for talent to get out there. And like a club called the Savoy Club, a jazz affair. They all hosted like groups, and I could go on for days. So once people see me like with my own cassette tape, I was like the only young cat around here moving like that, and that got the attention of my boy LA and Greg from the Dark Side. You know what I'm saying? It was a group called the Dark Side. So they reached out to me and was like, "Yo, man, you got some dope beats." And actually, my cousin, because you know, since we was out here, a lot of our family started moving out here from California. And that's basically how Colorado is. It's like you get people from all over, and then once one person comes, then you know you got cousins and everybody coming from where they originally come from. You know, so
and also being a military city too.
Yeah. So I got a call from my boy Greg, which was like I had all the money, cars, and you know they reached out to me. Was like, "Yo, man, you got some dope beats. We want you to come work with us and all that." And next thing you know, I started, pulling up to the studio. They had money to pay for studio time back then when studio time was easy, like $100, $200 an hour. You know, and so they had the funds to really like pay for that. You know, and after school I would go to the studio, work with them. Then we ended up forming the 719 group. You know, we did the 719, me, LA, Blue. Man, we shot a big video.
I think the Caliba.
Caliba, yeah.
I remember Caliba. I think
that's Blue Lamar.
That name came to mind too.
Caliba, yeah. So we shot a big video at the park. Had the whole neighborhood out there, and see, by me connecting with Greg and LA and them, they was more on the south side, and they was more tapped in with all the streets and everybody from the hood. You know, I didn't know nobody from the hood because I'm fresh from California. I was living up north. You know what I'm saying? I was going to Rampart like when I moved out here. So it's like to tap in with the urban community was kind of a cool thing for me because didn't nobody know who I was. You know, so that's how it all started. We started doing the 719 thing. That's when I was like introduced to the Colorado Springs music scene.
And then of course, we kind of get into the story of the Colorado Cowboyz, Dead Mike, Big Swiss. So how did that kind of transition into that?
After the 719 movement, we had there was some issues going on, you know, and we kind of split ways. It was kind of like me and Lamar, me and Excalibur, and Big G, he ended up leaving because the streets got too hot for him, so he had to leave town, you know, and so we kind of split up from the group, and me and Lamar had a I keep calling him by his real name, but Caliba. He had his brother-in-law lived in New York, so he sent his brother-in-law a tape, you know what I'm saying, of us, you know, making music, whatever. And he was like, "Well, come to New York." And we was like, "New York, okay, cool. So we 17, 18 years old. We like, for sure, let's go." Ended up going to New York. Ended up doing a deal with an independent company called Black Widow, and they had long money. Their money was so long. Like, I'm in Harlem, New York, and they owned all kind of properties, buildings, and it was a dope scene for me because like here I am, born in California, living in Colorado. I had a chance to go to New York and see what the scene was, and I'm telling you, man, when I went out to New York, it was just like night and day. Like I felt like I was just in a whole nother world. And then I was introduced. We started meeting people. I was introduced to like the MPC, and that's when my production really started growing because I was just meeting people, and everybody that I met was loving my music. So me and Lamar, we ended up doing Caliba. We ended up doing a project with Black Widow called Smooth and Scorpio, and we had tapes. We would come back to Colorado Springs, sell the tapes, do shows, and we was pumping. So then me and Caliba kind of wasn't seeing eye to eye on something. Because I had my mom had moved from Colorado and moved to South Carolina, to Columbia, South Carolina. And when I went out there, I bumped into some cats that was working for Cash Money. And they was from Atlanta. And I met them, and they heard my music, like, "Yo, come to Atlanta." As soon as I get to Atlanta, I'm working with the Outlaws. I'm moving around past Detroit. I'm on tour with Cash Money, the Hot Boys. I knew Wayne when he was 15, 16 years old. So the cats I was working with in New York, I felt like they wasn't really vibing with that. Because they like, "Oh, who do you think he is? He out in Atlanta and he think he's better than us or whatever. So we had an issue, and we broke up. So now I'm on my own, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, now I'm in Atlanta, I'm introduced to so much different music, different scenes, and from there, I ended up moving back to Colorado Springs because my daughter was being born, my firstborn. So I wanted to move back and be around her, and then like from there, my cousin Omar, him and Mario, I connected with them. Mario was another like well-known, you know what I'm saying, get money nigga in the game, in the streets out here, super respectable, and he was like, look, Scorp, I'm gonna put you in a situation, but let's just do this, man. And he just funded whatever I wanted to do, you know. And that's when we started the block bleeding, you know. And then after the block bleeding, shit happened with that situation. The feds came and fucking did a big ass indictment. This shit was all on the news. You know, the cartel was even part of that shit. They ended up going to jail, and I was left by myself again, like on the streets of Colorado Springs. You know, with no more back end, no studio. So I had met Dead Mike. I had little Kavy had introduced me to Dead Mike, and I had Dead come, because this was the time where, you know, all my backing was gone. I just had to just go for what I know and just have faith and depend on the music. So when me and Dead had connected, we formed the Cowboyz. I was like, okay, I'm gonna put him in the Cowboy group. And then
I had met you through Dead, so that's crazy to see how all this transpired. Like,
yeah, Fry, you know, another partner of mine. He ended up moving to California. Yeah, free the homie Fry. He will be touching down soon. But we ended up moving back to California because, you know, that's just where we from. And that's when we started the Cowboyz. We had Dead and Swiss come out there, and we got the studio, and we banged that whole album out in like a whole week. We had like AP9 on it, Selsky, Hustler. We really like made a classic album. You know what I'm saying? So from like the 719 and when I first got here up to the Cowboyz, that's basically where it was at.
That's awesome, bro. And so I'm assuming, you know, your name SCORP DEZEL came from Scorpio, which came from where did the name originate from?
Yeah, it was just like on some Scorp was like on my zodiac sign, whatever.
Yeah.
My birthday, November 18th. They used to call me Scorp, and then my cousin Swiss, he kind of like put the Diesel on the end, meaning like, yo, your piece is Diesel. You got, you know what I'm saying? We gonna call you SCORP DEZEL. We just put it together.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, Swiss is kind of good with wordplay and having names, and we kind of came up with the SCORP DEZEL thing, you know.
Right on. And you know, as far as your inspiration, I'm somewhat familiar with a lot of that story. But which also needs to be told. But I know you also started in the church on the keys.
Yeah, I started learning. I'm learning on the organ, playing at like 6 years old, the drums, all that. That was my first introduction to music.
That's awesome.
And my mom always had like a piano in the house or something, so I always been around music all my life.
Always spit heat and blow fire like a dragon. My mind on overload, feel like I'm about to start spazzing. Out on everybody, I don't trust a lot of people. And fuck you people that still don't see us as equal. That's why I'ma get it, either legal or illegal. Don't make me leave your ass with one lung like Beanie Siegel. It's weed in the air, niggas smoke. Niggas know my gang ain't no joke. Niggas in the streets don't want no smoke. Let me get my hands off they throat.
What's good? It's your boy James Baldrick, the Limelight 719 magazine in the building. We got the legendary Dead Mike of the Colorado Cowboyz, one of the pioneers and originators of hip-hop and rap in Colorado Springs. This is an exclusive story from different entities within the city, and it's an honor for me to be involved, to be able to tell this the way it is. I moved out here around 2004, and then a few years later, after, you know, doing what I did with promotion, I ran into pretty much you and SCORP around the same time, SCORP DEZEL. And it really inspired me during that time to really get serious about my craft and you know, the different things I was doing and my label was doing with music. So where are you from originally, Dad? You know,
Illinois.
Illinois. What part is that?
Danville, Illinois.
Danville, right on.
Yeah.
Is that where you started your music?
Oh, yep.
Right on. And so, like, when you was in Danville before coming out to Colorado, did you already have, like, some music projects going?
Yeah. I had a deal. I was signed to Polygram.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, I had a deal.
Okay, and so what?
But we had bad management and all that, so it went south.
Yeah, okay. And so from that point on, after that didn't work out, what brought you from Illinois to Colorado?
Colorado?
Yeah.
Family. I had family moved out here.
Okay, and then after you came out here...
I just came out here to visit. It started as a visit.
Okay.
And it just turned to me coming back and just ended up just being out here. I hooked up with SCORP around, probably like 03. Well, I was a solo artist. I had put out an album with Juice. You remember Juice?
Yeah.
I had put out an album with Juice.
Okay.
And I did a little, SCORP now had threw a little show, a little talent show. And me and Swiss Sweet was the last two winning and shit. After that night, SCORP, he just like, he wanted to work with me, so we just started working from then. And from then on, we just got up every day and kept working. SCORP was like in transition to get his equipment back and all kind of stuff. He didn't have when I met him, he didn't even have a keyboard. You know what I'm saying? But he had a lot of beats on the computer. Yeah. So we was doing it raw in the beginning.
From the ground up.
And then we just started putting our money together and going to the studio. Then enter Fry. Fry had the bag, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had the bag. And he went to Cali, and SCORP went to Cali, and SCORP hooked up with Fry in Cali.
Okay.
And Fry bought SCORP some equipment. You know what I'm saying? He bought SCORP equipment and shit. And then SCORP called me and Swiss like, yo, you need us to come out to Cali. He wanted to do a cowboy album. He said he wanted to turn the group into a rap group.
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying?
So it was originally just a clique.
It was just a clique at first. It was just them. Me and Swiss and SCORP, he want to turn us into a rap group. So he called us to Cali, so we went to the Bay, and we did the Block Bleeding album. We did that album in 1 week. The whole album in 1 week. No beats, no rhymes, no nothing. We just went in there and just did it off our head. And Fry was coming with all the features. At the beginning, Fry was the money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then everybody got closer and closer. And then Fry became part of the group. And we just, that's how it started.
I remember, like, my first time meeting Fry, he was sleeping on the floor in the studio. I remember this. I'm familiar with Cuttgang. If you can talk more about Cuttgang.
Cuttgang was just like everybody else. Because we always was a group of, it was always more than just us three, us four, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Cuttgang came out, we just start saying that in our music. And then when everybody else wanted to start, we say we just gonna, do a group with everybody and call it the Cuttgang. It was us just everybody else. That's all. SCORP was like, keep that shit going, so he was still feeding me beats, you know what I'm saying? And I just kept going hard, you know, so at the time, I was just more motivated.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Because you had a few collabs, I think I recall, like Sibo, there was a track with, I think that's one of my favorite ones.
I got that collab, my nigga Worm, you know my nigga Big Worm.
Yeah, Big Worm Promotions, shout out Big Worm.
Him and SCORP got that, Worm paid for the, Slick Puller verse and put it on it with me, and then SCORP got Sibo to hop on it, and that's how that came about.
After that, I know you had some releases, and you started working with artists out of Denver as well, and plugging with them a lot as well. I noticed. What artists were you working with out of Denver?
I work a lot with Nitty now.
Oh, Nike Nitty, yeah, shout out Nike
Nitty. They was like extended Cowboys. They was like extended family, you know what I'm saying?
Like straight checking in them, right?
Yeah, straight checking. Yep. Yeah, that was like extended family, but I fucked with all of them, like the Young Doe, Ike, all them niggas. I got class, I fucked with all of them. Like, we was plugged in with Cat now, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Elite Mob, so we was plugged.
Right.
Corey used to come to my crib with like a CD with like 20, 30 beats on it, and he'd give it all to me, give them all to me. He's getting every beat, bro. Really, real shit. See, Scorp was always making moves, though. You know what I'm saying? He always was coming from going to Atlanta, back and forth from here to Atlanta. And he was plugged in with these millionaires down there and shit, but they all got bumped up. I went down there with him and kicked him with him and shit. It was legit.
Yeah.
But Scorp was down there making moves the whole time, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
just seeing him live his dream, you know what I'm saying? Just getting, you know, major artists on his beats and all that. You know, I was in the car with the nigga, we riding down the street and his phone ring, nigga, he answered, this E40, nigga.
Wow.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It was, we did some songs for this new Cowboyz.
Okay.
We gonna release it. We gonna probably do like 12, 13 songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember y'all talking about it. I remember
we
that.
already got it recorded. We just ain't put it out yet.
Oh man.
But it's fire, bro.
Well,
it's fire.
Well, hopefully 719 Mag can get the exclusive. You know, listening. You know,
I can send you a record. You'll be the first one to ever hear it.
Okay, let's get, hey, 719 Mag exclusive, let's get it.
I got
Hey,
you.
I remember the days of the Germ, bro. Like, I was there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
Thank God for this exclusive from Dead Mike. You know what I mean? And we do appreciate your time, man. And I do wish you much success, you know, in your journey and with your music and your craft. We have the utmost respect for you, Diesel Music, Colorado Cowboyz, SCORP Diesel, and we appreciate you, bro.
Already, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for having me, man.
No problem. Dead Mike, 719 Magazine. What's good, it's James Baldrick, Dirty Long Night, 719 Magazine. This is that exclusive from Dead Mike, Diesel Music, Colorado Cowboyz, featuring Big Swiss. Play it safe.
Exclusive. Real estate in a foreign place. Scallops on the plate, living great. Private jets to the next state. My money talks, nigga, play it safe. Play it safe, play it safe. Real estate in a foreign place. Private jets to the next state. My money talks, nigga, play it safe. Damn, Mike, it's been a while since you seen it. I came and conquered and disappeared like the genie. I hope that didn't go over your head like a beanie. Free Young Fry and I heard the block still need me.
Getting cash by the 100. Man, I'm staying on my grind, I gotta get that money. Man, I'm staying on my grind, I gotta get that money. Cause I'm a grinder, and I'm a rider. And if you try me, I might slide ya. Man, I'm staying on my grind, I gotta get that money. Man, I'm staying.
What's good? This is 719 Magazine. We are on location at Purple Onion. Shout out to Erdal. We got the legendary, the one and only Guillotine in the building. Chris Guillory, one of the originators and pioneers of the 719 hip hop movement here in Colorado Springs. What's happening with you, man? We're excited. We're excited to have you here, man. And excited to meet with you. This is a long time coming.
Long time.
This is officially the second interview we have for the magazine. About 10 months in the making. Something we've been planning over a decade total. I'm gonna jump right into it though, man, because you know this is a story that's long overdue and it's needed to be told for a number of years since I know this story. I know it firsthand.
They're with it.
Yeah, they're with it, man. And
My brother Dirty.
like it's just been an honor to see what has progressed in the past 2 decades with so many talented artists. This is the story that helped found it all. You know, that helped start that.
Colorado Cowboy, you see it, man.
You know,
Y'all see it.
In correlation with Diesel Music, shout out to SCORP Diesel. So back, when would you say, you know, this actual whole hip hop movement in the Colorado Springs area started in the 719?
Well, I'm definitely going ahead and just keep it 1,000, keep it 100. You know what I mean? Like SCORP Diesel, you know what I'm saying? And Khalid, free him, you know what I'm saying? And you know, like that's kind of where it kicked off, you know what I'm saying? Because a fella by the name of SCORP DEZEL came in from California, you know what I'm saying? And
They call him Scorpio, right?
Scorpio,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And ain't nobody really better, you know what I mean? Super producer, super talented, you know what I'm saying? And we all got the same mission, and that's the 719.
Hell yeah. It's to my understanding back then there was a group called 719.
Yeah, man. It was a group that was coming out with, I mean, paper copies, burnt DVDs. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a real grind. It was a real shine, and it was real talent. You know what I'm saying? And it was really living what you was spitting on the rhymes too. You know what I'm saying? And everyone couldn't get in the studio back then. It was a privilege. So I will definitely say that it gave the youngsters, it gave the city a new eye-opener on entertainment, on self-business owning, promotion, talent, knowing that you don't have to go be a construction worker or an electrician, you can do music. So yeah, it was definitely a big effect in the 719.
Hell yeah.
We would come through a number of pressure. I mean, we would pull up with the limo in the middle of the park, in the middle of the show. Nothing, it was for the city, it was for the community. And we always had a goal to just give people something to just want to rep, something to hold on to, something to claim, outside of having to be from a hood.
So I know you got this new track out with Marcos, Snoop Dogg's family, and
definitely, it's
definitely on fire right now.
Man, shout out to Snoop Dogg, shout out to Marcos. Hey, go check it out. It's called Colorado. It's on Apple, Pandora, any kind of music stream, and it's turning up. We had like 100,000 streams. It's been out since, I want to say just May, you know what I'm saying? So y'all go check it out, man.
Cali smoking Colorado. Popo asked me for the plug, I told him I don't know. I roll it up fast and watch it burn slow. And then I plant my seeds and watch my buds grow.
I'm from Colorado, where we smoking dro. On that Colorado, you already know. It's Big Guillotine, we're on the West Coast. Palm trees and beaches. Blowing kush on boats. And go get my oil, Gillo 7. It's still slapping. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, shout out to Lucky. You know me.
Yeah, L7. What's up, Lucky?
Yeah. Raphael, what's good, man?
Raphael, baby.
You know, you have artists that tend to come from out of town, and I understand it's a military city. We've talked about that in the past.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts on that? You know, with you know, just artists coming in and repping a little bit. You know, guess going a little ahead of themselves, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. I mean, pretty much just going ahead of yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't claim to be the king of nothing or the run of nothing if you ain't been around or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So like, to try to take these positions and have not even experienced nothing that these positions hold make you a fraud. So I feel that everyone should stand on business and don't be claiming you the king of nothing or you the boss of nothing or you run this or you run that if you ain't even met the people that actually run it. And I'm just gonna say that.
Straight up.
That's why we here. Shout out to 719 Magazine. Shout out to my personal brother, Dirty James. Shout out. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't nothing without each other. And it's 719 back burning cowboy to the death.
Straight up. I appreciate you, bro, and God bless you and your career,
God
man.